Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football. The Boilmakers will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baxter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. They want to throw it. Going for a big play right off the bat. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield, so the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Ready to fire from the pistol. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one a 3rd and long. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Purdue's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Right, and the good thing is if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Boilmakers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with an end around. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Boilmakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Can't get him to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Boilmakers in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Kendricks. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Handoff to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up. But this way, a shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilmakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. They're going to ride this running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. On the option. They knock him down right there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Field goal is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. quick strike complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll immediately call timeout. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get the corner. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The defense elects not to replay the down, brings up 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Boilmakers send out the punt unit. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and they'll have an opportunity for a really long field goal try as they save those precious seconds. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Boilmakers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, but these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense, and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Looking to pass. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Miami. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Hard running there. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The give to the back. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he came into this game, throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for them.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He's looking to throw. Release to the back. To the end zone, and it's picked off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to throw on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught on the outside, it's Branch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the ball comes to rest right there. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Run it with the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on third and 10. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Caught in the backfield, it's Kendricks. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Leaves it with the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Breaks the tackle. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And it's incomplete on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
It's a draw. Oh, how did you make that move? Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Give to the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On third down, going up top. That pass is incomplete. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Kendricks. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll go back to the ground. Thrust that arm out. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wide out in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And he intercepts it.
Hold it, offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The back goes in motion. They'll run play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Knocked off his feet. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The give to the tailback. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll leave it with him. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Line gets set, 1st down. And they'll take a knee.
Victory formation is so sweet, and the best part is when you're on the road and all those home fans start taking off, and all those cheers, all those loud noise, you don't hear them anymore. It's really quiet.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.